Okay, cool. I think. Hi. My name is
Yes.
Marina Graves, and you guys kind of know me because I talk about horror movies and fucked up shit. Today, me and my friend are gonna do a tier listing of every Motionless in White song except for the horror because I guess I'll that album is embarrassing and we're not going to acknowledge it.
And the named.
The songs that must not be named. The songs that must not be named.
Meaning the theatrical versions.
Oh. Right. Okay. I wasn't like including any like alternate versions of songs in my head because like we don't have the acoustic version of Cinematic on here either.
Yeah,
but anyway,
I also include covers. So
yeah, no, I noticed that too because anyway, because nobody wants to hear me go on my soapbox about how their cover of Mother by Danzig was like god tier. But anyway, shall we start?
Yes, okay. So I'm going to attempt to keep this as brief as possible because if not, I'm sure we would be doing this for like 2 hours.
Yeah, because we definitely could talk about this shit for 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm sure it could be longer than that. I did not include the horror because I just agree that all around, like, unrankable. There's almost nothing to talk about there.
It's embarrassing, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I think everybody's first EP is a little embarrassing.
Whenever I did this first time by myself, I did it basically as ranking or discussing like the actual merits of my emotional attachment to them and how like decent I think they are.
That makes sense.
Not like actually the merits of the song.
Okay.
I don't know anything about them.
That's fine with me.
Okay. I will let you drive the boat.
Okay, well, let's start with When Love Met Destruction then. So
this the first couple times I listened to this album, I found listenable to.
That's fun.
Mess.
I mean, it's a little bit of a mess.
Maybe it's just know it front to back now that it doesn't seem as chaotic as it once was.
I mean, I'm of the mind that it's just dated, basically.
Yeah, it hasn't aged well.
No, and that's what Ryan says every time somebody tries to get him to play one of these songs on Twitch. He's like, I was like 17 when we wrote these songs. It's embarrassing. Yeah. Please stop making me play Billy and 4C.
I think that's fair. I mean, I think there's I feel like that's almost harassment.
You know I mean, he doesn't actually mind. Like, he's just, like, fucking with people. But, no, yeah, it's the same thing. Like, people ask him to play Santa's Pissed all the time. And he's like, no. I'm not going to play Santa's Pissed. And then he plays it anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure he thinks it's funny, too.
Yeah, but anyway,
We've already gone on a tangent and we haven't even started.
Well, I know, but we're only 4 minutes in, so, like, it's fine.
Okay.
To Keep From Getting Burned is actually my favorite song on this record, probably.
I pretty much agree.
Okay, cool. Are we putting it in Schlaps or I Would Die For You?
I would put it under Schlaps.
Okay, word. That works for me.
Cool.
Solid for me goes in good.
If you choose a single one of these songs to actually promote as a single, they chose the right one.
Right, they chose the right single. Doesn't mean it's my favorite.
No, it's definitely not my favorite.
I would put it under good.
Okay, I agree with that.
I like it because it reminds me of ye old MySpace days.
Yeah. I have heard through the different edit to the music video that was a lot more graphic.
There was. I've seen it.
I have not been able to find it.
Well, okay, I'll dig it up for you later. I'm sure I can find it again. I think you would appreciate it.
Okay.
Okay, what's next?
Destroying Everything.
I'm indifferent on this one.
I like this song, but I don't love it.
Same.
They're good.
Good's fine with me.
Okay. Don't I can't even say the whole thing.
Whatever you do, don't push the red button. Yes. God tier, I would die for you.
I agree that this is God tier. Elaborate. It's fine.
For the YouTube viewers, we're disgusting, and that's why it goes in the top tier. Next.
Okay. Alien 4C, I feel like tried to continue the vibe of Red Button, but it kind of trickled off.
Okay, I love this song specifically because, first of all, I love the lyrics to this song, but I know we're not really talking about the lyrics. But there's also the sound before the breakdown is the sound of a T-Mobile Sidekick low battery notification, which I'm absolutely obsessed with because it's so 2009.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And I think it should go in Schlaps by default for the T-Mobile Sidekick sound.
Yeah.
Also, every time I listen to that song, I think about that video where some dude almost ate shit off the stage and Chris couldn't stop laughing.
Mm-hmm.
So it gives me serotonin. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Ew, but it's to this song?
Yeah, it's this song.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, Seventh Circle, I never had any strong opinions about this song. I don't really think it's, but I just don't care.
I feel similarly. I'm indifferent, but I don't dislike it.
Okay, it's going in indifferent.
Yeah, Ryan roasted it pretty hard on stream somewhat recently because he was like that whole ending part, like outro, he was like, is so cringy 2009 that he can't stand it.
Yeah. That's
all right. Let's go in on Creatures.
Okay. Are pretty high highs to this album and I pretty decent lows.
I don't know if there's really any like hardcore flops on this record for me, but there's a lot of songs that I'm kind of like whatever about.
Yeah, definitely some indifference to about half these songs for me.
I know that you like Immaculate a lot more than I do, but I mean, I get it.
I do, but not like, it's probably like the bottom song of my like top God tier songs.
So okay, like, that makes sense.
Comfortable like putting lower.
So like you would be down to put it in Slaps?
Yes.
Okay, Slaps is good for me because I would put it in kind of like meeting in the middle there. Difference, putting the old difference.
Okay, We Only Come Out at Night. In my head, for a long time, these two songs were the same song. Which I feel like is not fair to either of them, but I feel like one cut. Like in the editing process for this album,
one of them shouldn't have been on the album.
Yes. And I don't really care which one it is.
I like London in Terror better than We Only Come Out at Night. Because of the ending, because of the end section.
Like that bridge and outro, yeah.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying.
So like I would put London in Terror in good and We Only Come Out at Night in indifferent.
Got it. I agree with that.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
okay with that. Cool. I think it's so interesting to me. This is the song that's stood for so many like casual fans.
Yeah, especially compared to Creatures and Immaculate.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's the weakest single on the album.
But I think this song is one of this. Okay, so Abigail and Immaculate to me sound the most accessible to like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
This genre at that time period. That
right, because when you consider this came out in 2010, I think it changes the to me. Okay, also that very last how could you scream is one of the nastiest, most disgusting screams I've ever heard in my life, and I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah.
So I mean I would be fine putting it in good.
Okay, I was gonna say Schlaps.
You know, I would be down with Schlaps just for the nostalgia.
Here's actually what's the word? Uncommon popular opinion. Creatures to me, if you don't know that it's like a compilation of random bits of lines. This song lyrically sounds like a show.
Yeah.
Like there's.
I'm not gonna take that personal. I have a Creatures tattoo. I'm just giving you shit.
Like if you know
that it's a bunch of different people writing.
It makes sense, and I think it's totally fine. It's totally okay. I like it for that. But if you have no idea and you go to this, imagine someone song and thinking that the lyrics in the song are a good example of Chris's writing ability.
Yeah.
You understand that perspective? Because it's absolutely not.
I feel that.
But people don't know.
Excuse me. This is my favorite song on this record.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's not, I really know. Wow, that's a shocking wow, because I didn't know that this was like so strong for you on this album.
For me, this would go, like, if it was me doing this would go in top tier. But
I'm willing to put it in top tier.
For me, would you do it for me?
I would do it for you, but personal list, it would go under Schlaps.
Okay.
But for you, it can go up here.
Thank you. I owe you my life.
We have to split the difference here.
Yeah. We'll get into it on Rats.
Okay.
No, we'll get to it. Cobwebs.
I think I'm a very argumentative person. And so having to stand up for myself and defend myself in arguments is not something I excel at.
Well, to be fair, I also think that your criticisms of Rats are completely valid.
Okay. We will get there.
I know, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
We're not going to
Cobwebs.
Get into it. Okay.
Cobwebs.
I like this song probably more than the average person, but I think that's because I associate this song with a friendship issue and like nostalgia for this friendship that I no longer have.
The lyrics for this song hit for me.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think that's also just a being in your 20s thing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I would put this in good.
Me too. Okay. Cool.
ohboy.com. The song that Ryan didn't know how to play until he had to learn how to play it for Deadstream.
Because he forgot?
No, he just...
Oh, I guess that's fair.
Because Chris and TJ recorded it, and they never played it live. So he just never learned how to play it.
I thought that whenever he said that he had to learn how to play it, that he had forgotten.
No, he literally never learned how to play this song.
Wow. But
I love how we didn't even have to discuss this, and it just went immediately into top tier.
I mean, I don't know what to say.
Because I know we agree on this.
We do.
I love this song, and I kind of wish that they would pull it out live once in a while. Like,
yeah, I think it would be fun.
Especially because how this is gonna sound like I'm being thirsty, but I don't mean this in a thirsty way. Like how they had Justin do the bridge, because I think his voice is good for it.
Yes, I agree. What was it this song that it was the three of them singing together?
No, that was City Lights.
Okay.
But that was also God tier.
The performance was.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I want to clarify, I'm not a City Lights stan.
Me neither, really.
Is that the next song?
It isn't, but we just talked about that one.
Okay, sure. Let's just segue into City Lights and then come back to...
My opinion on this one is that for the year that with this song, they accomplished exactly.
Agree.
And that, right, the hard band or whatever does the one-off, not acoustic, but like fluffy song to make all the hearts swoon.
The ballad, if you will.
Yes.
I
successfully did that, in my opinion.
I agree. I think that they did what they set out to do, for sure. Like, and in that context, I think it's successful. This is just not one of my fave songs on the record.
Also think that they kind of made it their own in make it go harder at the end.
Yeah, my favorite part of this song is the end section.
Yeah.
Which is going to be a running theme with motionless songs. They do a lot of really good end sections.
Yeah. Would you put it under slaps or good?
It could go in either. Your call.
To me, I like this about Equal with Abigail. So I'm going to put it under slaps.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
Okay. Count Chocolitis.
Okay, I'm going to go to bat for Count Chocolitis specifically because of the lyric. Why do I feel guilty for what you have done? The hardest part is showing you the damage that you caused.
Absolutely.
That is the hardest fucking trauma lyric. Yeah. Hits for me every fucking time.
Yeah. I fucking love this song.
This is top tier for me.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, good. Glad we can agree on that.
I love that these songs, these are back to back. I love that these are back to back.
Yeah, same.
Even though they're not entirely about the same thing, like they have.
I feel like they thematically go together.
Marina, wait 1 second.
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm going to watch the Matrix movies. I'm going to watch it. You are not going. You do not go out there.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
I'm just saying.
I don't give a shit.
I'm just telling
Will you take him, please?
Who?
The dog.
I'm leaving this in.
His name, Jesus Christ.
I don't give a shit about the Matrix.
I'm leaving this in.
Go watch it.
And the code and this is a recipe for like miso soup, right?
Dude, go watch the Matrix.
The Matrix code is just like a recipe for soup.
Great.
I'm not fucking with you.
Oh my god, get out of here.
Okay, I am so sorry.
That was my friend's partner, don't worry about it.
Or editing, you can edit that out.
I may leave it in just because it's hilarious. If you guys are okay with that.
If you feel like it, I don't really care, but
I just liked that the Matrix is a soup.
First, I don't know if that's true or not, but apparently the code, the like binary code that was used for the Matrix, like screams, apparently a recipe or something.
I'm sure somebody in the comments will be able to tell us.
Okay, confirm or deny.
Please and thank you, commenters. Anyway, no, I agree that .com and Count Chocolitis are similarly themed. Yeah, like to me they have the same vibe.
But Count Chocolitis is like plus trauma.
Yeah.
.com is just funsies.
Yeah, .com is like, I'm eroticizing fucked up shit because it's fun.
Yeah. But they're both equally like dark.
Right.
But one's fun and one's trauma.
Right.
Okay. I'm glad we agree.
Yes, we agree.
Okay. Puppets 1 for a really long time was my favorite Puppets.
I honestly, like, depending on how my mental state is, I go back and forth between Puppets 1 and Puppets 2. I have a soft spot for Puppets 1, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think it's mostly because I really want to see that song live.
Yeah, I know, I agree. That would be so good.
Because it rips. I'm happy with it in Schlaps.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
No, I said what I said. We're good.
Okay. Cool. Undead 1, to me, one of the weakest songs on this album.
Agree. That would go in indifferent for me.
Okay. I think that they forgot where he said it. Chris said that they wrote it in like multiple writing sessions, and he says that like it's obvious when you listen to it, and I think it is pretty obvious. It sounds pretty disjointed.
Yeah, to me, every section of the song just feels like a section of a different song.
I agree.
But also, like, it was their first full length. Like, I'm not expecting, you know. Plus,
Okay.
they went back and redid it, basically. So,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, Scissor Hands. My opinion of the song is knowing what Chris was trying to do, and that was write a theatrical soundtrack sounding ballad.
Uh-huh.
I think they were, but considering that they've done that again, done that way better, it doesn't stand time.
I agree with that more or less. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the ending section of this song, like the bridge and the ending section, is really beautiful. But for me, this could go in good or indifferent.
I like this song significantly less than Cobwebs.
Okay, I'm fine with it going indifferent. I would be okay with that.
I want to put it here, but it's definitely not bad.
No, I don't think that there is a bad song on this album.
Me neither.
Oh shit, are we going in on Infamous now?
Maybe, okay, so maybe, whoops, sorry. Maybe to someone that isn't a fan of theirs, if they were to listen to this album for the first time, they would definitely have some things they probably didn't like.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Is already a fan of this album, I don't think any of it's bad.
I agree with that.
Cool.
I think also with the context of it being their first full length, like, it makes more sense.
Yes, I agree.
Okay. I'm ready to go. Let's go.
Okay. I feel like, so we know each other's opinions about the majority of this, but the thing is that the people watching don't necessarily know.
No.
You're gonna have to we're gonna have to explain some of our thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh yes, this goes here. Honestly, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So just go ahead and put Black Damask and I Would Die for You.
This is my absolute personal song by far. I don't think it's your all-time.
It's top 3.
Top 3. Okay. And the reason being is because I think your number 1 is Burn at Both Ends.
Yes.
By probably Rats.
No, I don't think so. Rats would be like top 10.
Okay. So now I'm trying to guess your number 2. Oh, Synthetic Love. Is that your number 2?
Yeah.
Okay. And then your number 3 would be Black Damask.
I think so.
Okay. Do you say Damask or Damask?
Damask.
Because I know both are like correct.
Yeah, both are technically correct.
Okay. Damask is easier for me to say.
I think it's a regional thing.
Yeah, just so nobody gets mad, I recognize that some people pronounce it Damask.
Right.
Okay.
No, but needless to say, we both fucking love this song. I think that the ending section is some of the best music that Motionless has ever written. I think Chris hit it out of the park with the lyrics.
The lyrics I'm fairly indifferent about, but it's the music.
See, for me, I think the lyrics just like suit the mood that he was trying to build. So that, and I always appreciate when he references The Cure.
Yeah. So I agree. I feel like the lyrics, they're not super, I mean, they're not personal. It's just kind of some spooky words he threw together, but the story matches the swell of the song. So
right,
well.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just because it's not a personal song and because it's basically just some spooky words, like, I think it works in the context of the song.
And this is foreshadowing. You can throw spooky words together and it be fucking awful. You probably know what song I'm talking about.
I have an idea.
But this is where it went right.
Yeah.
It has to be done tastefully and artfully.
Devil's Night.
Devil's Night. Okay. This song is exactly what it tried to be, and that's like action, fun. You know, we actually have a fan base, so let's sing back. We have this fan base. And
to me, this is Chris's.
Wrong. You know what I mean? It's that message, and they did it, and it's fine.
Right. They did what they wanted to do.
Music video is noteworthy because Chris is wearing a skirt.
Shout out to Got Spice.
But other than that, I don't like the whole like cutting people's faces off thing. It's
heavy-handed. It's ham-fisted.
Yeah, I'm just not a fan of the story plot of the video. The rain is fun and it going like backwards.
The performance section is dope. Like, I'm all on board for that. I just think the story is kind of corny.
Is this the video where Angelo had dreads?
I don't remember Angelo ever having dreads.
He had like some dreads. Not all of his hair was dreaded.
Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
Could be. I don't know.
Could be. I'm not sure. I would put this under good.
Fine with me.
Okay. This song, neither of us like.
Fuck this song.
We talked to don't like this song.
Fuck this music video.
Even before I watched the music video, I didn't like the song.
It sounds like something that a dude on Reddit would write.
Yeah.
And This is my least favorite song on the record by far. Like, by a lot.
Yeah, I agree.
To me, this goes in no.
Yes, I agree. I will actively skip this song when listening.
Same. This is like this is the only song I like almost always skip.
Do you have a preference? Not that you have a preference between like crap and crap, but between the sped up version that's like a little bit faster, which is I think on the deluxe
one
version, versus the original, which is slower.
I don't think I have a strong opinion there.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay. I don't have anything else to say other than I don't like it. I don't feel like it's tasteful. Like, if you're gonna have a message, you have to do it right. And this is
the video is such garbage that it like physically repulses me.
Yeah.
And I want to fight Sean Cran with my bare hands in Wendy's parking lot.
For thinking that this was a good idea.
For thinking, you know what would be cool? If we make a fat dude wear some gross underwear and a wife beater and eat some fried chicken.
Because that really gets our message across, huh?
Like, fuck you, dude. Like, yeah, you're fat too, dude. Like, hello? I'm fat. You're fat.
I think that Sean knows better.
But he does. Okay. I cannot keep talking about Clown because I will sit here and talk about how much I can't stand his shitty, fake deep, faux intellectual art.
Okay. I got you. I think that gave me a good summary of what I needed to know about your
opinion. Anyway.
Well, moving on. I'll let you go off.
Okay. Just put it in the top tier. This is the trauma banger. The number one. I got fucked up by abuse and now I'm ruined by it forever jam. Like, I don't ever want to speculate about somebody's real life issues.
But this sounds coming from such a deep place that it's so well done and it's genuine. Like, nothing about this song is as if it's acted.
To me, some of the shit that he says in this, that Chris says in this song, can only come from a place of deep trauma because, I mean, it's like the same with, like, sometimes Corey Taylor says shit, and I'm like, okay, only another person who's been through some form of abuse gets that feeling.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, it's like, it's a very, like, specific experience.
Yes.
And I feel like Chris is writing from that. But I'm also not here to speculate.
Yeah, I agree. We can leave it at...
Yeah, I mean, also, like, fucking banger. Like, that shit rips.
Yeah, the song itself, I mean, lyrical content, the song is good.
Shit rips. It's a banger. Ryan can't fucking play it because it's too fast. Which is really funny.
Because of, like, potentially the place that it comes from within Chris, I don't think it would ever be performed live.
I mean, they've played it a few times.
Modernly.
I think the last time they played it was the Scranton Bar Show in 2018.
Okay.
I just remember it because my friend was there and they texted me from the show like they just played Burned at Both Ends and I was like, fuck you.
Like Whiplash.
Yeah. Anyway, I could talk about this song for much longer, so let's just keep going.
Okay, Divine Infection. I'm pretty indifferent
Wait, can I roast this song for a second?
Yes, go for it.
I can say this as an acquaintance of Tim Scold. This sounds like an outtake of a song off. This sounds like a Golden Age of Grotesque outtake by Marilyn Manson. And not in a good way.
Yes.
But
I can agree with that.
But, like, that's my favorite Manson album. And also Tim, everything Tim does, I'm like, yes, give me more Swedish Daddy.
Where would you put this?
It hurts my heart to rate a Tim song any less than good, but I think it could go in indifferent. Also, the spoken word bridge is the queerest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, dude, really?
You didn't have to do that, but you chose to, and it was a bad choice.
It was a choice. It was a choice.
He's like, this is the only way I can get these like 4 lines out is if it's spoken word, and that's gonna have the most impact. I'm like, no, it's just gonna make people laugh. That's your delivery. Why did you do it like that?
Like, I think he was just trying to do. He was trying to do something, and it didn't hit.
It didn't.
Sorry if you can hear me doing stuff on this end.
You're good.
Let's talk about puppets too.
Okay.
This is also my favorite puppets right now.
Swan musically goes on such a journey. It's absurd. It's so well done.
There's like 5 different sections in this song.
And I think I wish so hard that there were more songs like this.
Honestly, yeah.
Like
also, like,
so many different musical parts, or it feels like a journey.
I'm also obsessed with the fact that Chris literally started this song by saying, "I'm still not fucking over it," which is the most Libra shit I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, top tier.
Absolutely, I agree.
Okay, cinematic. Again, I'm also emotionally attached to this song because Tim played it for me on Instagram Live once.
I love that for you.
That was like the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
The performance of this song on the stream made me like it so much more, and I like that performance of the song more than the studio version.
This is excuse me. This is one of those songs that I do think is better live than the studio version. I think every version of this song that I've watched a bootleg of is just so fucking raw. And the recorded version is very polished, like not in a bad way. It's just like really cleaned up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna shout out to him again, but like the atmospheric shit on this song is so. It's like it's spooky, but it's not like corny.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, that's a better word. Yeah, I would put this in schlaps.
Okay, I agree.
If it's dead, I think if it's dead, we'll kill it should also go in schlaps.
I love this song.
Same.
I think I like this song just because it's like hard and fast and heavy. But
it's kind of exactly what I want from a motionless song.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It has the big chorus. It has the like real hard hitting like verses. You know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Synthetic Love. My favorite of like the second half of this album.
This song fucks. Like,
I agree. It takes.
Thank you for putting it there for me.
Yeah, it takes what's so raw about Cinematic and turns it angry and indifferent.
Yeah, and I also like it's funny because they're like kind of about the same thing, but Cinematic has this like mourning tone to it.
Exactly.
And Synthetic Love is more like, this shit sucks. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Yeah. Anyway.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Hate Fuck, I have general indifference to this. I strongly disliked it for a long time. I just think it tries to be comedic, and for me it doesn't hit.
See, I never got the idea that Chris was trying to be funny on this song. I thought he was just being like,
I don't know if comedic's the right word.
To me, like, this is a very like tongue-in-cheek, because he knows it's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, that's what I mean more. Like tongue-in-cheek.
Yeah. I also think that, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna mention Tim on like every song that he co-wrote on these two albums. But I think if this hadn't been produced and co-written by Tim, this song would be a hot fucking mess. And like, it kind of is a hot mess, but I enjoy it. Okay. Does that make sense?
That's fine. I got it. I understand.
But I would be fine with this going in indifferent if you don't feel strongly about it.
Yeah, I would put it somewhere between these two.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. I realize I've been talking with my mouse and you can't see my mouse, so I'm really sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
Go on to Underdog. So for me, the three like you songs, so Underdog, Untouchable, and Unstoppable, right?
Unstoppable.
I don't care.
This is like the most forgettable of the I think all three of the songs are kind of forgettable. To me, they feel like filler songs.
Yeah. But of the three, I think I like this one the most.
I think I like Unstoppable the most.
Okay.
But
I have general indifference.
I agree. We can put it in indifferent.
Okay. Infamous. Opinions about? I don't.
Since my YouTube channel is not monetized and it's never going to be, I can say this. This is a pegging song. You listen to that song and tell me no man has ever been pegged to that song. That is a fuck song.
I remember you said, like, this is on your playlist of, like, hypothetical drag, like, performances?
Yeah, so for those of you who are not familiar, I have a playlist on my Apple Music of songs that I unironically fantasize about performing drag routines to. And this is on here.
It has that for me, definitely, like a performance.
Yeah, I just think that, I don't know. I get why a lot of people like are kind of indifferent on this song, but I love the electronics on it so much.
Such a random change of subject. I'm so sorry, but before I forget, on Devil's Night, the little like record scratches, and it's like the bridge mainly.
We get it. You guys like Slipknot.
Literally. I'm like, any of these songs are trying to sound like Slipknot, it's fucking Devil's Night.
For real. It's so if they just took out the record scratch out of the bridge, I would feel much better about it.
Yeah. There's some other random songs that I kind of feel the same way about right now, but they have like the are the point to like they're obnoxious. Actually, I think it's We Only Come Out at Night is the other one that I feel that way. If I'm remembering correctly.
You know what? I would have to listen to it again.
Okay.
But I believe you.
Cool. But I'm glad we agree about the freaking stupid record scratches.
Like, we all agree that they were just trying to sound like Slipknot, right?
Yes.
Okay. Let's keep going.
So,
where are we putting Infamous? I think we should put it in slaps.
Okay.
But I would also be okay with putting it in good if that's where you feel it belongs.
I just don't feel like I could confidently put Infamous next to these two.
That's very valid, and I understand.
Because to me, these two, Cinematic and If It's Dead, are so much stronger of songs.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I don't think a non-fan would like Infamous. They would think it's preachy. And they would probably compare it to Divine Infection.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
At least in my head.
Can we talk about Sick from the Melt?
Yes, I don't have any strong feelings about Sick from the Melt or Fatal.
I fucking love both of these songs so much, and to me, both of them would go in slaps.
Okay. I am totally fine with that. I don't dislike either of these whatsoever. I just personally have no attachment to them.
You put them in good. They need to be in slaps.
Oh, whoops. I'm sorry.
You're good. I'm like, I'm just like, justice for the bonus tracks, you know?
Yes. I'm catching up. Continue.
You're good. I just like, I there's an interview where Chris talks about Sick from the Melt being the direction that they wanted Motionless to go. And I think if they had pushed that more, I think that Reincarnate would have been a better album. But
okay.
I also feel very strongly about the more industrial side of Motionless because those are the songs that I really like.
I agree.
Because I'm an industrial hoe, you know? As for Fatal, this song is so fucking sad.
Yeah.
Please forgive me for wondering if my heart ever truly engraved in your if my love ever truly engraved in your heart, like
the finest
poetry in concrete, bruh.
Yeah.
Richard did that. Richard Olsen did that. Richard Horror, if you will.
Yeah, I agree. I think here's my thing. The CD that I own of this album is not the deluxe version.
Okay, and yeah, so you just don't listen to them a ton.
99% of my listening to them is on these CDs, which means I hardly ever hear these songs.
Uh-huh.
And I can recall them, but I haven't formed a bond with these songs.
That's fair. Shall we? Reincarnate?
Okay. I have a strong opinion about Death March, and that is they try to make Devil's Night again, and it doesn't work as well, in my opinion.
I do think that this riff is one of the heaviest riffs that they've ever written.
Okay. That's fair.
For what it's worth. There's also a Tim guest vocal in there for 2 lines.
Yeah.
That's uncredited, which I'm a big fan of because I like when he does those kind of style of vocals.
I think in my booklet credited.
I mean, he's credited as additional vocals.
Yeah, but not as a feature.
But not as a feature.
I don't think the vocals are prevalent enough for it to be.
No, of course not. I just like that it's in there for, you know, if you know, you know.
For funsies.
Yeah. For me, this would go in slaps, but I would be fine putting it in good.
Good.
Yeah, because then it goes with Devil's Night. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reincarnate, I think, is we're gonna show a person a single motionless song that spans their entire sound, including the shit today.
Yes.
I think is it.
I think this song really encompasses everything that this band is about. Both musically and lyrically. This is also a PTSD
Do you put it under God tier or slaps?
This would excuse me. This would be top tier for me.
Okay, I'm good with that. I think that this song also has aged really
well. Yeah.
It still sounds like, you know, the leading single, and it works.
Yeah, it's held up. Puppets 3, I'm kind of indifferent about, honestly.
I'm fairly indifferent, but that's just because I don't.
Me either. That's the thing.
I just don't care.
Yeah, like I'm just not into Danny Phil's vocals, and that's fine.
I like it though. I'm not indifferent about it. I like it.
Can we make a deal with Unstoppable?
Sure.
Because I know you're like not big on Unstoppable. We can put Puppets 3 in good if we can also put Unstoppable in good.
Okay, I'm good with that.
And I think I just have a soft spot for Unstoppable. I don't know why.
I have a soft spot for Unstoppable songs because, hear me out. I don't know if I've ever mentioned if a single one of their songs is going to be turned into a ska song, it's going to be Unstoppable.
You know?
But the intro to this song sounds like, just imagine that being done with horns. It fucking works, okay?
My God, you're right.
Like the chorus, just imagine someone like skanking to the chorus. It fucking works. Like
I don't know if I love that or hate that, but you're so right.
So now, next time you listen to this song, you're gonna imagine it being a ska song.
So thanks for that, I guess.
You're so welcome. This one to me is also the most fun. To me, this song sounds fun.
Yeah, of the 3 songs, this is my favorite.
Okay.
Everybody Sells Cocaine. This song does nothing for me.
I agree. I just don't care.
I don't dislike it, I just don't care.
Hearing the song on the Alice Cooper, though, I think was fun because they were performing for people that weren't necessarily their fan base.
For the audience that they were playing to, it made perfect sense to have that on the set list.
Yeah, it was kind of like a fun...
Right. Also, it means that Chris gets to say, this song is called Everybody Sells Cocaine, and then everybody goes apeshit because cocaine. Like, am I wrong?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I honestly can't really remember the audience's reaction. When
I remember, I mean,
Alice Cooper show.
I just, judging by the bootlegs that I have watched and a lot of people laughing or cheering at that.
Yeah.
But that's just my memory. Break the Cycle, for me, slaps.
Really? Okay.
I think it's also just because the lyrics hit for me. And I also love the electronics on this one.
Okay. I don't care about the music video. I don't think the video is very good.
Yeah, the video doesn't really do anything for me. Yeah. I guess we can go ahead and move on. I know you're not a big fan of Contemptress.
Let's just Maria Brink.
That's fair. I mean, I like her, so I get it. I get it. Yeah. So
I love the first verse of this song. If the whole song sounded like the first verse, I would have loved it.
You can put this wherever you want. I honestly don't feel super strongly about it. I like it, but I'm not gonna go to bat for it.
How about good?
Fine with me. Oop. Okay. I don't like Generation Lost.
I don't either.
This is probably my least favorite. I don't even remember if Tim did this one. Shows how much I care about this song.
I think he tried to go for a new metal-y, shouty song, and it didn't work.
Yeah, I just don't think this one landed. I see what he was trying to do. I just, To
me, I actively skip this song, which makes me want to put it in no category.
You know what? That's fine with me. I don't feel strongly about it enough to defend it,
Dark Passenger. So, I Dexter, and I knew this song, but for a long time I didn't realize they were connected. And I really liked the song. I think the song stands by itself, and me realizing or being told that it's reflective of Dexter does not make me like it anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I've never seen Dexter, but I like this song a lot.
Okay.
This for me would go in schlaps. I was really stoked to see it on the set list for the last tour.
Okay. I agree.
I think it's generally kind of a fan favorite deep cut. A lot of people that I see mentioning their favorite deep cuts, this one, I hear a lot.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I agree.
Okay.
Okay, next, Wasp.
I fucking love this song.
Okay.
And I would die for it.
To me,
but I get why this song doesn't work for other people.
I like this song, but I'm not passionate about it.
I just think it's such a cool experimental song for them, and I love that sort of ambient electronic shit anyway, and I just think it's really cool. Especially on this album, it just works for me.
If this album existed as it was minus this song, I feel like it would change the entire vibe of the album.
I agree.
So it's definitely important within the scope of the album.
Right. And I think it was also important in
the scope of their catalog.
Yeah, for them to kind of expand into that almost dark wave space, Yeah. I mean, this could go in schlaps. Like, if it was me making the chart, I would put it in top tier, but I'm fine with it. You don't lapse since you don't feel strongly about it.
Okay. I will lapse.
Okay. What's next?
Okay, fuck.
Oh, God.
I want to hear your opinion, because I don't really know.
I feel like they tried to do Rob Zombie, and I don't know how I feel about it.
The chorus of this song to me is annoying, but I like the verses more than Dead as Fuck 2.
If I could have the verses of Dead as Fuck 1 and the chorus of Dead as Fuck 2,
that would be
that would be dope. But I don't know. I don't know. I just don't, I know that Ricky loves this song. Like, this is his favorite song on Reincarnate.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I was also shocked when I heard that. Yeah, I don't know. For me, I'm indifferent on it.
I'm good with putting in indifferent.
Okay.
I'll let you lead this conversation.
Final dictum?
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason I know the only reason that I love this song so much is because it's literally a scold song.
Yeah.
Like, when Tim was working on The Undoing, he let Chris listen to a bunch of the demos, and Chris said, yo, this is my favorite song. And Tim was like, I think I'm going to cut that one. And then Chris was like, no, you can't cut that song. And Tim was like, you guys can have it.
Yeah.
So it's literally just a slightly tweaked scold song.
Yeah.
But,
which I think is really, really cool. And it's a cool thing to, like, find out.
Yeah, and, like, I think a lot of people think this song doesn't fit into their catalog, and it's like, yeah, because they didn't write it.
Yeah.
But
I think it's fun. You know,
same.
it's just like
it's the same.
Like, different. Like Wasp.
Right, it's this. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's the same thing with Wasp. Like, it was different for them. They were trying the more industrial stuff. They got to like, I just think it's so cool that they got to collab with Tim at all, let alone, you know, get to record one of his songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will always go to bat for this song.
Okay. Absolutely.
Cool. Let's just keep going. Let's keep moving.
Carry the torch. I think this song is such a fun, like, celebration of what they were doing, because by the time the release of this album, they definitely, like, had made it. Like, they got to the level of success that they wanted to get to, and I'm sure that they felt that was going to be it.
This is Ryan's favorite song on Reincarnate.
I think that's awesome.
I think that this breakdown is not only one of the heaviest parts of any Motionless song, but I think it's one of the coolest breakdowns because it's not the same chuggy bullshit.
I agree.
This goes in slaps for me.
Okay, I agree with that.
I think it's slept on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh god, we're gonna have to talk about rats now, huh?
Ooh, okay. Do you have any closing comments about Reincarnate? This is the best album to show people if they just want, like, if you had to choose a single album to show, like, someone and that's it, not due to your personal opinions, because, like, if I really wanted someone to listen to one of their albums, I would say Infamous. But that
right, same. But, like, if I wanted them to get the idea of, like, what Motionless are about,
yes,
and, like, what they're trying to do, definitely Reincarnate.
Yes, and song Reincarnate also does that, which is, I think,
Yeah.
that's really cool.
And I think as a whole, it's a pretty solid record.
Yeah, but it's not my favorite.
No.
Because I don't think it's there's something raw about Infamous and Unpolished that Reincarnate polished.
Right. And, like, I know that's what they were trying to do. So, like, I'm happy that they did that. You know?
Yeah.
Just for me, it doesn't land the same as Infamous.
Same. Okay, cool.
Okay, let's get rats out of the way.
Rats. Okay. We strongly disagree about this song.
So strongly.
I don't like this song. Okay? We all agree that it's funny, it's tongue-in-cheek, it's a fun way to, like, to start the album. They literally, like, I'm sure he was just like, I want to do this. And nobody said no. So he did it.
I think I just, like, as a BDSM practitioner, appreciate this portrayal of a BDSM relationship because they switch.
Yeah.
And it's explicit that they switch. And it's sort of portrayed as more of a, like, equal people just trying different stuff.
Yeah. It feels casual, while other portrayals of kind of those other things in, like, Final Dictum, like, Final Dictum is not a casual song.
No.
But Rats is, which I appreciate.
I also love, I think that the Rats instrumental is one of their best instrumentals.
Okay.
I have the same issue with the chorus that you do, though. Like, I don't like the repeating dirty, 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 dirty. And I don't like
the, is it Gaia?
It's Gaia, yeah. I don't like the what's yours either.
Like her featured in this song. I think it makes it sound like a level of cheesy to the point that it's unprofessional.
Right, like, I think it's mad corny.
Good word.
Which is so annoying because I feel like if you took that, like, just that soundbite out,
it would be better.
Yeah. I would be content to meet in the middle with you on this and put it in good.
Oh, I was gonna give you schlaps.
Okay.
I'll give you schlaps.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. It's like I'm giving you a gift.
I know.
Okay. Queen for Queen, I feel like I think it was Ryan said that, like, this is one of the heaviest songs they've made. Or was it Chris that said that? I don't remember. One of them said that.
Don't remember.
Actually, you know what? No. They were talking about the ladder. I'm sorry.
Or were they talking about Soft?
No, it wasn't Soft, because I remember it was one of the I didn't really think about until they said that. I think it was
Oh, okay, I got you.
But
okay,
again, it was in some interview or in Ryan's stream or something. I don't remember, but they talked about the fact that the ladder is, like, slept on but they're like, oh, people want heavy songs all the time, but then they sleep on the ladder. So, like, okay, sure. Whatever.
Yeah.
And, sorry, Queen for Queen. I just don't care. I'm indifferent.
I like this song a lot. But I also completely forget that it exists.
Yeah.
Like, when I listen to it, I'm like, fuck yeah, this goes hard. But then, like, if somebody was gonna ask me a bunch of my favorite Motionless songs, I wouldn't think of this song.
No, me neither.
Even though I really like it.
So are you okay with putting it in indifferent?
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Necessary Evil. Do you have an opinion about Jonathan Davis, like this feature?
I don't listen to Korn,
Okay.
but I don't dislike Korn. I just don't listen to them.
I casually listen to Korn. I don't think that Jonathan Davis's feature on this song is necessary. I don't think he adds anything to
I don't
the
think it
song.
makes sense.
I don't think it's necessary.
Which is, I'm trying to make a pun about necessary.
Oh.
But it's not happening for me.
I would put it in good.
Good, yeah, good. It goes the fuck off live.
Yeah. But again, that's just because Chris is doing the whole thing.
And so is Justin. Justin's doing the most during this song.
Do you have any opinions of the music video that you want to share here?
Are you asking me because it's bisexual Chris?
Sure. That's what you want to say. I'm giving you space.
No, I liked that it was not gender specific, and yeah, I don't know. I don't feel really strongly about the video.
It feels less misogyny. Because if it was two girls, it would give off a different fucking vibe.
It would make me incredibly uncomfortable if it was two girls.
Which would echo like the America video.
Yes. But because one of them's a guy, it's kind of like, it's not, I don't feel like he is
trying to be gross.
I feel like he's not sexualizing it.
Yeah.
Like he's not making it like a fetishy thing.
Yeah.
Even though it objectively is, because they sit there and lick his boots.
Yeah. I feel like it makes the video more accessible.
Yeah. That makes sense, yeah. Otherwise I don't feel strongly about it, honestly.
Say that again.
Other than that, I don't have strong feelings about the video.
Yeah. I like the live portion of this video, and it sucks
Same.
that it's edited in a way where you can't really see it.
Yeah, it's a bummer how it's edited.
That's frustrating.
I don't like the editing of the video. Anyway, Soft.
For a long time, this was my favorite motionless song.
I think it's a banger.
Now I think Thoughts and Prayers does the same thing, but so much better.
Yeah.
But before Thoughts and Prayers came out, I liked Soft a whole lot.
This for me slaps.
Okay, cool.
Another one that goes off live.
Yes, I agree. I'm indifferent about. I literally don't have anything to say about it.
Same. Just put it in indifferent. I like the lyric where he says, "I own the grave from which I came."
Yeah.
But that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah.
Dead as Fuck 2. In which Chris talks about schmeeting schmushy. I'm like, wait, can I say that on YouTube? But then I was like, I think I say whatever the fuck I want on YouTube because I'm not monetized. But anyway.
Better than Dead as Fuck 1, but I still don't love it. It's not one of my favorites.
Same. I honestly would put it in indifferent too.
Okay.
Shit, I guess I really am not as into Graveyard Shift as I thought I was.
I'm definitely not.
Because now because I'm like looking at the rest of the songs down here and I'm like, oh shit.
Ladder, I same with what I said before. Like, I like it because it's heavy, but I don't love it.
For me, it's good.
Is it you and I that have the conversation that this, if we already knew that Chris wasn't a woman hater, this makes him sound like a woman hater?
I don't remember if we had that discussion, but I agree with you.
Okay. But, I know that obviously, this is built around trauma.
Well, it's definitely about a specific person, and I don't want to get into that here for drama reasons, you know, but I think we know who this is about, and I don't like her either.
But like what I'm saying is that if
No, I get it.
like the trauma that is potentially the song was inspired by, if I didn't think that was valid, I would feel like the song gives strong like woman hater vibes. But I feel like it doesn't. Does that make sense?
Right. There's this little guitar part after the bridge that's like almost a solo that has like, that sounds so much like this section in The Lust Killer by John 5 that it throws me off every time.
I don't know what to talk about, but
well, I know you don't really listen to John 5's solo discography because it's just shred. Just shredding after shredding after shredding. But yeah, he has this.
Interested to go and listen to know.
Yeah, I'll point it out to you later.
Okay. So
for me, this is good.
Okay. Got it.
Voices, most overrated song ever.
I like the synthetic, the synthwave version of this song more than the original.
The synthwave version of this song would be god tier for me, but I don't know. The original just doesn't hit. I don't know.
What about the video?
I'm saying this with my mouth on the microphone, hypothetically. Gay rights.
I love the video. The song I'm fairly indifferent about.
I also love the video. Like, for me, I could put this in good just because of the video.
Okay, I think that's fair.
I do think it's overplayed, though.
Chris's outfit with the spiral shirt and the shiny pants and the lipstick and the slick back hair in the video, I think is the most iconic.
Yeah.
One of his most iconic, meaning like widespread popularity.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
I think it's
a look.
Yeah, no, I agree. We agree it goes in good.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
My brain is starting to melt. Okay, what's next?
Okay.
Oh,
do you have any
Loud.
about this one? Different, leaning towards dislike.
I'm indifferent about it. I think it sounds like a Good Charlotte song.
Okay.
Which is why I have a soft spot for it. Because Good Charlotte were my first favorite band.
Okay.
To me, I'm like, this sounds like it could be on The Young and the Hopeless, and I like it. I know Ryan said that this was the most fun he ever had making a music video.
That's nice.
And I think the video is really fun and positive. And
the video, the people running around, I'm sure it took them all day, if not to shoot that video. The look they did not achieve.
No.
And the reason being, if you look at all those extras' faces, they look so indifferent.
They look so fucking bored.
It takes me out of it. And I realize, like, they're extras. They're probably hot. They have been there all day.
Yeah, they've probably been doing this shit all day. Like,
which I understand, but I don't completely I can't wrap my head around the logistics of having to film something like that. But if they did like one or two absolutely all out fucking takes and just left it at that,
I think it would have been better.
It would have had a better payoff, because having to look at all those people's faces takes me out of the vibe they were going for.
Right. Like, I know they were having fun, but like clearly the extras were not.
Yeah. The song would you Do you feel negatively strongly enough to put it in the bottom tier?
No.
No? Okay. Then
Because again, I have that soft spot for it because it's obviously so inspired by Good Charlotte.
Yeah. I think that they were trying out the radio sound that's so prevalent on Disguise.
Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna end up going in on Disguise and nobody's gonna like me.
Okay, 570.
God tier, I would die for you.
Okay, I agree. This also used to be my favorite song of. This is now my number 2 after Black Damask.
They did what they set out to do, and it slaps.
I agree.
Also, I know it's not a trauma banger, but it's a trauma banger. Like,
yeah,
I can completely, like, recontextualize these lyrics into being a survival story about trauma.
I understand. I got you.
Even though I know it's a different kind of survival story.
Yeah. I just think it's, like, perfect encapsulation of what they wanted to do, and like it's fun, it's hard, it celebrates,
it's heavy, like it's got the
like it's exactly
it's got the breakdown, like it's got and the synths.
I like that they only perform this very sparingly.
Yeah, nowadays
it makes to me it makes it very special.
Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. Hourglass, every time the song comes on and the intro starts, I forget what song this is. I'm like, what the fuck is this song? And then it starts and I was like, oh.
Oh my god, okay, so it's not just me.
No, it really means so much to Chris because I think it's in the commentary he talks about, like, this is the fact his dad had a heart attack.
Yeah, I know this song is really personal for him.
Which I get, and it's sad, and it's, you know, it encapsulates kind of the anxiety that everyone has, but...
For sure, like, it hit me, like, it just hits for me because, like, my personal experience with having a chronically ill parent, and, you know, like, I feel that.
Yeah.
So... For me, I almost could put this in slaps, but like I also do kind of forget about it.
Yeah.
I would be fine putting it in good.
Okay, I would put it in indifferent, so I'm gonna put it in good.
Okay.
Yours, I don't think so I never connected with this song, and I don't think I like this song nearly as much as everybody else does.
I just want to say that I think that Ricky's acoustic version is better.
I don't really like it, but that's because I don't think I can always take his singing voice seriously.
That's fair. I just
sound like an asshole.
I'm just a hopeless romantic disaster, and the idea of rotting with my loved one forever is like peak romance. And
I don't think I can get my head out of, like, listening to Ricky record this. You know what I mean? Like, I just picture him, like, trying this by himself, like, at his computer.
Yeah, that's a fun visual.
That's all I can picture when I hear the acoustic version. So, I like the acoustic version more than this album version.
Yes.
Okay. So, but where would you put the album version of this?
I would put it in schlaps, honestly.
I'm somewhere between good and schlaps. So I'll put it in schlaps.
Okay. It just hits for me. I don't know.
I think the performance section of the video is very well done. Like the lighting.
No, I hate it.
Their performance?
No, I like the performance, but I just so strongly associate the video with them boning in the coffin that I'm just like, I don't want to look at it.
Like capital HATE. the fucking like casket thing, but I'm specifically the band's
Yes.
portion I love.
Yes, that I can get behind.
The soundstage, the lighting, like how they're dressed, worked. And I think the fact, like, if I'm remembering correctly, like, Chris is dressed more casually.
He is, yeah.
The black, like, distressed sweater.
Yeah.
I think that sends more of a casual vibe, which makes it seem more sincere.
Yeah, I get you.
And more heartfelt. So,
I feel you.
Cool. Graveyard Shift overall, I'm pretty indifferent about it. As you can see, like, generally, we're moving kind of downward.
Yikes.
We'll almost practically continue towards the end. Yeah.
I feel like we're going to get through Disguise pretty quick because I feel similarly about a lot of the songs on Disguise.
Yeah.
Let me preface this really quick. Disguise is my least favorite Motionless album.
I agree.
So, I might sound like a bitch.
Strong agree.
But yeah, let's...
Whenever
Disguise.
This album came out, Disguise is the song that I literally latched onto.
It's a good song.
I like it on its own.
Same.
As I've become more and more familiar with their back catalog, as I was before this album came out, but, like, obviously now I know it so much more, like, backwards and frontwards. Disguise no longer stands out to me.
I think it's one of the better songs on the record.
I agree.
I would put this in Schlaps.
Okay.
Because I'm thinking comparatively to other stuff.
Okay.
Which for me, Headache would also go in Schlaps.
Yeah, I like what's the Deadstream performance of this song? Just because he's
Same. Chris went the fuck off.
This is like the I'm upsetty and I'm gonna dream about it song.
Which I'm fine with.
Which, yeah, I mean, every album has one.
True.
So, put it in Schlaps. Like, you said Schlaps, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it Schlaps.
Cool. Code, I don't think I can talk about Code without already bringing up Catharsis. And the reason being is that in my head, these are the same song. These have the same message, but one lands and one doesn't. Catharsis lands, Code does not.
Here's my thing with Code. Code sounds so much like they were trying to do Linkin Park.
Yeah.
And I know I keep, like, saying, like, oh, this was Motionless doing Rob Zombie, or doing Marilyn Manson, or doing Good Charlotte, or doing Linkin Park. Like, but that's what that's how I associate them in my head.
Yeah, that's not a negative thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't mean that as an inherent negative. Yeah, I don't know. For me, this song's good because I think it's good? Question mark?
I'm indifferent. I would put this in the indifferent.
Only reason I would put it in good is because there's a lot more songs that I'm indifferent to coming up.
Okay.
You feel me?
Fair.
Okay.
Okay. Putting it in good. Thoughts and prayers.
Tots and pears, if you will.
Tots and pears.
Tots and pears, as Ryan calls it. Top tier.
You would put it up here?
I would put it top tier. It's one of my all-time favorite Motionless songs.
Okay.
It's so fucking... It rips. Like, the shit is so hard, and it just goes in. And, like, I love it when they do that. Like, when they just right out the gates are just, like, fucking hard and heavy. You know what I mean?
This is sad that I still haven't seen it live because they didn't start live until after I had already seen them with Disguise. So, but I can imagine it goes hard live.
Yeah, for sure. And this is also Ryan's favorite song on the record and his favorite song to play live out of all their songs.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, we love that Ryan gets his little vocal moment. Like, hell yeah, Short King, let's go. I love that for him.
Do you think, because obviously, like, he thought it was a good enough idea for him to, like, agree to do it, but the amount of, like, not flack, but, like, people talking about it and bugging him about it now, do you think that he regrets it, maybe?
That he regrets it? I've never got that vibe from him, even when people are kind of giving him a hard time in his Twitch chat.
Maybe it's just because I get secondhand embarrassment really hard when people are doing things that kind of sound harassy.
Oh yeah, like, no, it's for sure cringe behavior, people that bring it up constantly. Though I do think it's really funny when people spam "do the roar" in his chat, like from Shrek.
Yeah.
Do the roar, you know, that one. Yeah. I think that's really funny. And he also thinks it's really funny, so I don't think he has negative feelings about it.
Okay. I love, shout out to the fact that they decided to make a video for the song literally because they wanted to.
Absolutely. And it's one of my favorite videos of theirs also.
I agree.
Because
like, they absolutely did not need to make this video for, like, marketing or anything. Like, it came out so long after the album was released. Like, it didn't make sense for them to go spend money on this.
Like, it was for them and it was for us.
Exactly.
Like, they know how much we love this song too.
I remember Chris saying he didn't realize that this song was gonna, like, be the popular one.
Yeah, no, I remember, like, on my first listen of Disguise too, this is the one that jumped out for me as being, like, the best.
And I love that this is really sad, but this idea that, like, this song was released before Panini, and the Panini has since happened, and this has only gotten more
relevant. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
Legacy. I have no strong opinions about this, bordering on dislike.
Okay. Here's the thing. I think that people hate on this song unfairly because it's very different for them. I'm not gonna sit here and say, like, this is a really good song because I don't love it, but I like it.
I think that specifically the chorus of this song is, like, lazy songwriting.
No, yeah, like, if I was gonna, like, if I thought that a song was, like, if there's a filler song on this record, it's this one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because at least, even the songs that I don't like that are coming up, like, at least they put their whole ass into those. Like,
yeah.
This one, we need another song. Let's just throw this one on there.
Yeah.
I just really want to see somebody do a Saw fan video for this song because it's fucking Saw.
That could be you.
I don't know. I can't fucking edit video. There's a reason none of my shit has edits.
You could absolutely, you know, if anyone's going to be the one to do it, it's going to be you. And, like, if anyone's going to be the one to turn, what is it, Unstoppable into a fucking ska song, it's going to be me. But I don't have to know how to do that. I can't transpose music into, like, other instruments.
Valid. I would be fine putting this in indifferent, though. I just don't want to put it in nope.
Okay. Undead Ahead 2 tier.
I'm fine with that.
Okay. I think that this song did exactly what they tried to do the first time, and it didn't land.
But this one lands.
Shout out to Richard for the vocals. Appreciate it.
Mr. Richard Horror.
He tied together.
Yeah. Like, and everything here works.
Everything works. This is the song that I most will be like, I feel like listening to this song.
Yeah.
That's one of the few songs that, like, I will actively pull out my phone and open up a music app to type in to listen to because I feel like it.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have anything else.
I don't have much else to say.
Yeah.
The live video was fun. I think this was a good choice for a live video.
I think it was, out of all the songs on the album, I think that, yeah, either like that and Code, and those are the ones they made live videos for.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Holding on to Smoke. I don't know where I saw it first, but someone's like, this gives me eating disorder vibes. And I absolutely agree.
Yeah, it gives me strong PTSD vibes. I mean, I guess it's just general mental illness vibes, huh?
It has the feels. I don't know if I like it as much as other songs that also have the feels.
Yeah, for me, this goes in good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, Another Life.
Fuck this song.
To Disguise, I didn't hear about this song. I honestly thought it was kind of a flop track.
This is a flop.
They got out of it, and then it blew up, and like this is the song that's gotten popular, which good for them. They deserve it.
But why?
It doesn't make me like the song anymore.
I don't like this song. I really don't.
Do you have any like way to articulate that? Like, why don't you like it?
Because I wish that's how my ex felt, and he doesn't. No, I just can't listen to it because it's so fucking sad.
Oh, see, I don't even feel that way. I just generally I don't connect with it. I
connect with it too much.
Yeah, opposite sides of the same coin here.
Yeah, but throw it in indifferent.
Okay.
Because to me, I don't dislike it as much as the upcoming songs that I dislike.
People are gonna fucking hate us for this.
Maybe
for disliking Another Life.
Well, you know what? They can
get over it.
Gargle my dick and balls from the back. Anyway.
Okay, broadcasting. So you know how I was like, imagine Chris pulling out a pen and paper and writing down a list of like spooky sounding themes and like descriptions.
I hate this fucking song.
And then he put it into a song and said, I'm going to call this Spooky Scary Fun Time, and it's going to be fun.
But then it wasn't fun.
But then it just flopped. Just because you're listing things that sound spooky and fun doesn't mean that it's a song.
Stop trying to make Death Incorporated happen. Stop trying to make Death Incorporated happen. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. And it leads me to the way that, like, it's like broadcasting, etc. Death Incorporated leads me to believe that there's going to be a sequel to this song. Unfortunately,
I hope it's better.
Whatever the bit about Death Incorporated is it supposed to be like their Death Incorporated? Because I generally do not understand.
I don't understand.
It doesn't land with me.
I think they were trying to do Rob Zombie and it didn't land.
It didn't work.
Fuck that song. Take it off the set list forever.
Yeah. And I literally have distinct memories of during, like, then where they played this song, the crowd died.
Yeah, like
them
every
performing
time I
this-
watch a bootleg and they play this song, nothing.
And Chris seems to like have fun trying to perform it. Like he's trying to like have fun and like get people to have fun, but nobody likes the song.
I honestly, I don't know anybody who is like, yes, I like this song.
Maybe
Like,
it's
of
just
everybody I know
I
in
think
this fandom.
just the people we talk to.
Well, maybe
Because
so.
I think maybe like the average listener might like this song, but again, why? It doesn't tell a story.
There's nothing here for me to like.
Exactly.
Um,
The instrumental is indifferent. Like I don't care. There's nothing
yeah,
special about it.
like, it's just whatever. Like, it's so whatever.
Okay, brand new numb. I feel similarly about I tried to make this happen and it didn't.
I remember when the only two songs from this album that were out were Disguise and this song, and I was so concerned.
Yeah, no, same. I agree.
I was like, oh no, I really don't like this song. Oh
yeah,
no.
I hard agree. It's a little concerning.
I'm glad that it was one of like again, it's my least favorite Motionless album as a whole, but like I really think that these two songs are the only like real hardcore duds for me.
Same.
Yeah, I just the lyrics aren't good, like I don't know. I mean, the receipt cha-ching bit that they do live is fun because I like it when Chris and Justin share the communal motionless brain set. That's the only positive thing I can say about this.
The video is awful.
I don't.
It was a waste of money.
It's so immature. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I feel like that video should have been like if they had made basically the exact same video for, I don't know, Cobwebs, then like that would make sense because it was on their first record and they were not very mature. But for them to put out this typical like bullied weird kid plays in a show and sticks it to the man bit, like I just don't like it. It's so it's like, so overdone.
To pander to like people in high school.
When like, I think that a lot of us are not in high school.
That's what I mean. Like knowing that their established fan base is older. Maybe
right, like they should know that like the majority of their fans are in their 20s.
Yeah.
So I can't relate.
No, I cannot relate at all.
Let's just move on because now I'm just mad.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I knew I was gonna get heated about these songs, so it's fine.
Okay. Catharsis. My favorite song on Disguise. And that I know this is Ricky's favorite song. I want him to sing this song. He needs to release an acoustic version of the song.
I give my life for this. Put it in God tier. That's where it belongs.
Absolutely. And it makes me so sad that like I don't know if he tried to suggest him doing that, but I think he would for it and get it and be able to release it. I think he could do it.
I mean, I don't think that they would stop it from happening if he asked. At least the rest of the band.
Yeah. The whole Q&A video that he did is just him talking about how much he loves this song. And I'm like, yes, I agree.
It's so wholesome. I'm like, you're so right, Ricky.
And like
you're so right.
It's genuine. Like he loves the song because it means so much, like, you know, it being about like power of music and fan base and their journey and all that. I think it's so well done.
something that I like about this song is that the lyrics can be read both as as one of the musicians in the band and as one of the listeners.
Yeah.
Which is something that I really like that Chris did. And like,
feels very equal.
Right. Like, to me, I feel like he's saying, and like, I'm going to mention this again when we talk about Time Bomb here in a second. To me, what he's saying is that you guys are helping me as much as I am helping you.
Yes.
Absolutely. 100%. And I'm a big fan of that sentiment because to me, I feel like maybe this is just because I'm in a similar, like, we're in a similar age group. Like, me and Chris are both millennials. And, like, you know, he's a little older than me, but, like, being so close in age with them, like, I feel like he has always presented himself as a fan in addition to being a guy in a band.
Yes.
Which I love. Because it feels like he's just like genuinely one of us and he just got to live the dream.
I feel the same about Carry the Torch.
Yes. To me, yeah, now that you point it out, like, I feel like they are thematically similar, but Carry the Torch is less, it's not that it's less sentimental. It's just more like forward pushing. Like,
yeah.
Whereas Catharsis is more like we're talking about right now and this like mutual relationship.
Yes. Okay. Do we have any closing thoughts about Disguise? Other than we aren't really a fan, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. If their new project is anything like Disguise, if it checks the same boxes that Disguise does, I'm going to be solid disappointed.
I agree. I agree with everything that you said there.
I think that they started... I don't have a better word, but pandering. Like Bo Burnham style pandering of the Octane rock radio.
Sure, yeah.
If they want to do that, go the fuck off. That's what Beartooth did, and they're more successful than ever.
Right, for sure.
And if that's not, like, I respect them enough as people and as artists and as creators to be able to do whatever they want.
Absolutely.
They don't owe anyone anything. They don't owe the fan base, like, anything to make a certain style of music.
Absolutely. Like a lot of people assume that because I don't like, I mean, Bring Me the Horizon were my favorite band in high school. And a lot of people assume that since Sempiternal, that I like suddenly think that they suck. And it's like, I just don't like their new stuff. Like, I'm still going to listen to their old stuff and I still support them doing whatever the hell they want.
Yeah.
You know, so like, even if like that's what happens with Motionless, like, good, they're doing what they want. That's what I care about.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's do these.
I'm glad we agree.
Yes, let's do these two little stragglers here.
Creatures X, I fucking love this song.
God tier for me.
I agree, God tier. When this song came out, I feel like it was really refreshing. It made me cry. Ricky's
It's so good. It's so good.
It makes me sad. I think it was when they performed this live, like the crowd died.
Yeah, well, fuck the crowd.
Yeah, that makes me sad.
Like, sucks to suck and have bad taste, I guess, because this song fucking rips.
I think exactly what they wanted it to do, which is like having small callbacks and like the sound, like the music itself.
Right, and the lyrics.
Like calling back to creatures.
Right, and then like kind of like doing it again, but like in a reflective way.
Yeah, the reflective way. And the it's tasteful.
Yes. I agree. Yeah, I don't know. I really love this song. And I think it's not just because I have such a soft spot in my heart for Creatures, the original song.
Yeah.
Like, I know it's partially because of that, but, like, I just love how they did, like, we're gonna do metalcore, but we're gonna do it how we would do it now.
Yeah.
And I love that for them.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I still call them a metalcore band.
Yeah, to me, they're still a metalcore band, but, like, you know what I mean?
They're not metalcore anymore.
Oh, remember when they used to wear fucking Toms and Ryan used to run in place?
I literally call Creatures crabcore.
I mean, what is though, like, don't play, like, it kind of is.
It absolutely is.
But, like, crabcore affectionate. But I also say that as someone who fucking loves Attack Attack's first album.
Yeah.
I will totally cop to thinking that Someday Came Suddenly was one of the better, like, MySpace albums.
Yeah.
And Stick Stickly is a bop. I don't care if it's a meme, that shit slaps. Anyway, now that I've made myself sound like such a fucking out-of-touch old scene kid, which I am.
I think it's valid. I agree.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna touch on, like, the same thing I said about Catharsis with Time Bomb. To me, this song is Chris talking to us directly.
Yes, hard agree.
To me, I think he's talking to us and not a specific person. Like, when he says, like, I let you go to get a grip on myself, but will you welcome me back as someone else?
The fan base.
Like, he's talking to us.
Absolutely.
And
it took a couple listens to realize that.
Really? Because I picked it up, like, immediately.
See, I didn't. It took me a minute.
I have historically had a really big soft spot for songs that are speaking to the audience directly. And this goes back to a Yumi at Six song called Little Bit of Truth. Which is basically Josh saying he wants to write a song for us, but he doesn't know how to say how he feels.
Yeah.
And in writing that, he writes a song. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
To me, this touches on a similar thing of, like, I don't know. I feel like he doesn't know how to communicate to us sometimes. And I can't imagine being in a position like him.
Incredibly genuine. Like, absolutely nothing about it feels inflated.
No, this is, like, one of their most genuine songs to me. Like, this song feels very, like, raw emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't know. I know that this isn't going to be on the new album, but I really hope it stays on the set list.
I agree.
Also, to use Chris's words, the breakdown is quote unquote disrespectful.
Do you remember where you said that? Because that sounds familiar, but I can't pinpoint it.
It was during a show. It was during the Starland Ballroom show in September. Because he said that he dedicated the song to JD and said he was the writer of some of the most disrespectful breakdowns
I love that.
he'd ever heard. And then during the breakdown, he goes, "The fucking disrespect." Like a fucking dad. Anyway, yeah. I feel good about this chart.
I do too. I there's not a lot that we disagree on. And I think it's because we've already talked about so much of this content already. Our discussions here were nothing new to us.
Right.
So we share a lot of the same brain cells when it comes to a lot of this material.
Right.
Coming from almost the same place.
Right. Yeah. Like, I know that a lot of us are like a lot of these songs, we're listening to them from the same place.
Yeah.
The only difference is that I am so far up Tim Scold's asshole that I can chew his food for him. And you're not.
But
oh my god, I hope Tim watches this video. I so hope he does.
All like 2 hours of it.
Tim, if you're listening to this, tell Chris to, first of all, come on social media more often because I miss his stupid face. And also tell him, where is the Motionless Scold US tour? I need it. Yeah. And I'm going to continue to pester you until it happens. It worked before. It worked before. I irritated the shit out of him until he played Cinematic on Instagram Live. So I will continue to be annoying. Yeah. Listen, if he didn't like me, he would have blocked me by now.
That's fair.
You know, like, he's not shy about hitting the block button. So, you know. Anyway. Yeah, this is going to end up being almost 2 hours long. But you know what? That's fine.
That's fine. Okay, question. Those of y'all that know one of us individually or both of us, how do you feel about where these things ended up? Did you have any solid hypotheses about where we were going to place stuff? Does anything shock you? Let us know. I'm very curious to find out if people kind of made assumptions about where stuff was going to be placed.
I would also like to know if, like, general audience of Motionless fans that follow me, do you strongly disagree with any of these?
Are we out of touch? Question mark?
Yeah, and also, like, if we're, like, totally missing something, about the appeal of one of these songs that we said we were indifferent on or don't like, let me know, because I will totally go back and listen to it again with that in mind.
Yeah, and also, like, just so everyone knows, these are not uneducated opinions. Like, we are highly qualified to comment on these songs, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, my hyperfixation is real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're, you know, these are albums that we've listened to countless times.
Yeah, I think it's worth mentioning that my top songs of 2020 were literally just the track listing of Infamous.
Yeah.
And then In Another Life by Skull. Like, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we just hit the the hour and 30 minutes mark on this recording.
Sick. Okay, you can shut it off. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.
All right, so thanks.
You know who I am. If not, don't worry.
Yeah, no, this is my friend. They're cool. Yeah, all right, cool. If you want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and subscribe. I don't really care. I'm just happy that you listened to this much of the video. And, yeah, again, if you have strong feelings, leave a comment. And, I hope to get back to the extreme horror content soon, but this is just kind of a fun little bonus thing, because we were going to have this discussion anyway. So, we just thought you would, some of you guys might want to listen. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Bye.